Hi, this is Paul. I wanted to make a quick video. I was thinking about content for this channel, and I just wanted to make a quick video about the whole Kevin Garnett requesting a trade from the Nets and stuff. You know, the Nets have been a cluster F ever since they signed Kyrie and Kevin Garnett, not Kevin Garnett, Kevin Durant. I said Kevin Garnett, Kevin Durant. Mostly because of on Kyrie's part, him and his have to take mental days off and all this stuff, and just not wanting to play in the bubble and all this, trying to discourage people not wanting to take the shot. He's just been a nightmare to begin with for the Nets. So it doesn't surprise me. He threatened to opt out, but of course he didn't, because he wasn't going to take the $6 million. He took the $36 million the Nets was going to give him, and as soon as he opted back in, Kevin Garnett, Kevin Durant, they said he went to the owner and requested a trade. Now he has 4 years left on his contract because he signed an extension last, I think at the beginning of this year. But anyway, like I said, if I'm the Nets, if I was the owner of the Nets, I'll tell Kevin Garnett, I understand your frustration and stuff, but we're gonna run it back 1 year. Okay, we're gonna run it back a year. So Kyrie's only here for 1 more year. Okay, let's see if we can get everybody to be healthy. Ben Simmons hopefully will be mentally right now, and not Joe Smith. I forgot the other guy on the Nets that was hurt last year. Him, and we got Seth Curry and everything. Let's see if we can run it back. This 1 year. Give it 1 year. Okay, and if you just give me that 1 year. Okay, and if we can't get and we'll see, if you can't win the chip this year and you still want to be traded at the end of the year, I'll trade you. But right now, I tell them I'm not trading you, because unless I get what I want, which more than likely, because I know people have been saying, oh, trade him to the Lakers for him and Kyrie to the Lakers for Anthony Davis and Russell Westbrook. That's not going to happen. Why would the Nets do that? Why would the Nets help the Lakers? That makes zero sense, okay? Lakers have no picks. The Lakers have no cap room. Okay, Anthony Davis is always hurt. Okay, and Russell Westbrook is a nightmare. Okay, making $47 million. So if you're the Nets, I mean, unless you want that $47 million cap space next year, but I don't think they want that, because again, if Anthony Davis's health was better, okay, more consistent, I think they might consider that trade, okay, and throw in a few picks or something. But I don't think, if I'm the Nets, I got no way. I don't want Anthony Davis, who's always hurt, who's fragile, and Russell Westbrook, who's mentally shot. No, okay, no, thank you. Okay, now he said apparently Kevin Durant said he wants to go to either Phoenix or Miami. Okay, and let's say, be honest, unless you give me Devin Booker back, I'm not trading Kevin Durant to Phoenix either. I said, unless you give me Devin Booker, because why would I trade my star, my all-star, without getting your all-star back? What would be the point, okay? Why do I want to help the Phoenix Suns, okay? That makes zero sense, okay? You have to give me something back that's equal to or comparable, okay? And now Miami may be a different story, maybe, but I don't know if they're going to trade the African guy, RP, I forgot his name, it begins with an A. Him, you would have to ask for him, and maybe a couple of young, Tyler Hero, maybe a couple of picks, but so maybe that might work. But if I was Josiah, I would tell Kevin Durant, say, listen, I'm not going to trade you. Listen, you signed this contract, okay? So, but you've been a good soldier, so just give me 1 year, okay? We got Kyrie back. He's supposedly, let's see it, right? See if he's mentally right. He think he's motivated to play work good so he can get a nice max contract the next time, because he's going to be a free agent after this year. So I say that's the way we would do it, okay? I'm not trading you. I'm not trading you for okay, I'm not trading you to the Lakers. Okay, that's why would I help the Lakers? Exactly. Okay, that's not going to work for me. So I tell them, no, listen, I know you've been a good a loyal soldier, but just give me this 1 year. We got Ben Simmons coming back. You got Kyrie now. You and I forgot the guy's name, Joe something. I can't remember his last name. And we got a good, strong nucleus here. Okay, so give me 1 year. Okay, and if you're not happy at the end of that year, if we don't win the chip, or you're not happy, okay, then I'll try to trade you in the offseason, okay? But I'm not trading you now, okay? You got 4 years left on your contract. Now, of course, Kevin Garnett can try to do a Ben Simmons and sit out and say he's injured or he's mentally thinking. Although I don't think Kevin Durant he's not he's not weak minded like Ben Simmons and stuff. And I don't think he'd fake it. He just wants to hoop again. So I think if the owner just presented that way, said, listen, that's the only way. There's no deals out there that I think could benefit us. So just give me 1 year, okay? And if you don't like it at the end of it, if we don't win the chip at the end of the year, or you don't like where we're going, you think we're going, then I'll try to make an effort to trade you. But I'm not going to trade you right now, okay? We got everybody back. Let's run it back 1 year, okay? That's what I would say to him. Unless Kevin Durant told him, listen, I got to get away. But they keep saying, the rumors, they keep saying that Kevin Durant is not mad at Kyrie Irving, which I would find he's got to be mentally weak. I'm sorry, you're not mad at him. All the BS that Kyrie Irving has put this Nets teams through. Look what he did with Cleveland. He won a chip and then was whining and wanted to get away from LeBron. Okay, which is stupid. It never made sense. Okay, he won his own team. Went to Boston, got hurt, and again they were playing better without him. Okay, and just burned all the bridges in Boston. Now look at it. Came to the Nets, convinced Durant to sign with the Nets, and look at it. Not wanting to get the shot, injured, not wanting to play in the bubble, just a headache, taking weeks off mentally. Kyrie Irving is a mental case, okay? And he's a nightmare. But like I said, I'd try to run it back 1 year with him, because maybe, like I say, he'll be motivated to play, because he's going to be a free agent and he wants to get that one last max contract. So that's what I tell Durant. I said, listen, I'll pay, come back and at least come back in 1 year, and let's see if we can, run it back and see if we got, we can see if we can win the chip. And then after that, if you still want to go, then we'll go. But like I said, I was telling my friend at work, and like Stephen A. Smith said, the owners are going to screw the players. Watch, when they do the next collective bargaining agreement, they're going to probably come up with a Ben Simmons rule that says if you're under contract and you want to sit out for your mental health or whatever, and it's not a medical reason, okay? And I'm not talking about because you're weak and you don't want to get booed. Unless you have a medical injury and stuff, okay, there's no way you could sit out a year and expect to get paid. They're going to void your contract. I think that's what's going to happen, or you're not going to get paid, okay? Exactly. I think that's what they're going to come up with, that rule, and the players are going to get screwed because of Ben Simmons, guys like Ben Simmons and what's his name, and the beard that's in Philly. I can't remember his name now. James Harden, who also came into because he wanted to get traded from Houston, came into camp out of shape and stuff, and then he didn't want to play. And then when he went to the Nets, I understand why he wanted to leave the Nets, because Kyrie Irving, again, refusing to get the shot. He just said, I got to get out of here because this guy's not serious. But they're going to come up with a Ben Simmons rule. They might even name it the Ben Simmons rule that if you're healthy and you're under contract and then you just decide for whatever reason you don't want to play, they're going to void your contract. You void your contract and you won't be able to sign with another team. That's what I think they're going to do. They're going to say, you know what? Since you're under this team contract for 4 years, you know what? You don't get paid and you get to sit out for 4 years. Watch. The owner's going to screw the players. Watch. Because they've been doing way too much of this. And I think that's, but if I was the owner of Joe Tsai, that's what I would tell Kevin Garnett. I keep saying Kevin Garnett. Kevin Durant. I said, listen, just give me one more year, Kevin, and we got everybody healthy. Let's see if we can run it back and see if we can win the chip this year. If we can't, and if you still want to get traded, then I will trade you. But I'm sorry, you got a 4-year contract. I'm not giving you up unless I get a star back, okay? And like I said, I don't think Phoenix is going to trade Devin Booker. I don't think they will. And that's the only way I would trade him to Phoenix, okay? And unless you get if you trade him to and like I think Chris Broussard said this, if you trade him to Miami, again, you need stars back, okay? Young stars. So why would you trade him to a team, especially a team in your conference, okay, that you're going to be competing against? That would make 0 sense, okay? So even if Miami was to give you those young guys and stuff, I said, why would I trade and make them stronger, okay, and then I have to compete against them? That makes 0 sense, okay? And why else would I trade him to Phoenix if I don't get Devin Booker back? Because he's the asset on that team that I want back, the good young star, okay? For my strong, even though Kevin Garnett's 34, but Kevin Garnett probably got at least 3 or 4 good years left. So, excuse me. That's what I would do, okay? But that's just me. Anyway, let me know what you think of the whole Kevin Durant situation, wanting to get traded. What would you do? Would you trade him, or would you try to tell them to come back for 1 year and stuff, what would you do? Okay, feel free to leave comments down below. Let me know what you think. I have links to my social media in the description box, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Also have a link to my main channel, Trepacer, as well. Also have a link down below to my Patreon. I want to say a special thank you to my patron. His name will appear in this video somewhere, either here or over there. I want to say thank you for supporting me, always having my back. And again, my patrons, only $5 a month. I have tons of unedited content on there. Follow the link below to the Patreon and check out all the titles that I have on my Patreon channel. Also, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel and truly appreciate it. Also, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so no one will upload new content to this channel. And this is Paul saying so long and take care.